Hi, I'm Matt from Hands Lane. Welcome to the ASAP Pledgecast. My business, Hands Lane, is broken into two areas. The first side is manufacturing side, where I produce fresh seasonal preserves. So if you think of tomatoes in summer, Seville oranges in winter, or locally sourced throughout New South Wales. And the second part is a consultancy business where I go into cafes and food businesses and teach them and show them how they can be more sustainable. Probably my most popular product is a tomato chutney, which I have a 74-year-old Italian farmer that grows them up in Drury in northwest Sydney for me. And yeah, it's exciting to actually know the farmers and work personally with those guys. He also now grows my onions, which is something that I've worked sustainably with that farmer to grow a new revenue stream for the farmer and to reduce the miles of the ingredients that are used in the chutney. I think sustainability is just to help ensure the future. And for me, it's those relationships with the farmers, in helping them, seeing what they make, and being able to preserve the bounty that they grow for the rest of the year, so that cafes and people can enjoy that throughout the year. I think fun things like growing herbs in their backyard, cutting what they need from their garden, little things like adding value to the products that you have. If we go to the supermarket and we buy 3 kilos of tomatoes for $1, it doesn't really have much value. But if someone gives you something that they've grown, like if your friend gave you a bag of tomatoes that grown, they've got value. And I think you think about what you're going to do with them. You don't waste them; they don't wilt in the fridge. You make something special. My house is pretty set up sustainably. Where I am, I have a veggie garden, which my children help me uh, look after, growing stuff and rotating it seasonally. We've just put solar panels and a 3,000 litre water tank in with an irrigation system to feed that. So that's all quite sustainable. And my latest project is a hive of native bees to help pollinate the garden and to give us a small batch of honey at the end of the year. I think my children, teaching and passing on my knowledge to other people. I do lots of classes with a lot of different groups around Sydney, and just seeing people's faces and understanding how simple it is to be more sustainable. I suppose just living like our great grandparents did in that village life, like going to the baker to get your bread or going to the butcher to get your meat instead of mass supermarkets where everything's there, and just buying and using what you need. My pledge is to make Hands Lane paperless. I'm looking forward to doing that by the end of the financial year this year. So all the invoicing system electronically, and no more notes and bits of paper laying around.